Hey there again. I just wanted to follow up the video on the Airguide instruments with one more because I found it really difficult to get that sending unit for the tachometer, and so I ended up solving it another way. So we will just dig into the old rigging tickle trunk here and show you what I mean. So as you'll recall, or you can see from that previous video in front of the roaring fire back a couple of falls ago, I had collected these three instruments for the MiniMost, and was particularly excited by, well, all of them, because I hadn't actually seen a marine compass before, so that's kind of cool. And like I noted, I think it's new old stock, got a dusty old box, and the chrome or nickel plating, I'm not sure which, is in perfect condition. Mentioned the speedometer that works on the air pressure created by the pitot tube dragging behind the boat, pushing or attempting to push water up the tube. Of course, water doesn't get to the speedometer, but the air gets compressed, and that is what causes that to read. And then this thing here, which is a tachometer for a two-cylinder magneto-fired outboard. And I noted at the time that it's just a head unit, basically. The way these work were, back on the firewall, or I guess somewhere next to the engine on the transom of the boat, or maybe even mounted in the engine. Depending on whether it was a factory option, you would get the little signal box that would interpret the mag firing, and then create a signal that this would simply read. This is basically just the head unit. So I was so excited to find that thing on eBay and snapped it up. Then, as I did more research, realized the true find is the signal box, and there's tons of these things around, but finding the signal box is really difficult. So I entrusted in the boat part gods and just kept looking, and geez, it was probably almost a year later where, lo and behold, an auction came up for this, which, as you look at the face, sort of at the glare, very similar, if not exact. The difference is this one has the all-important signal box on the back. In this case, it's actually fastened to the unit itself. Other photos I had seen, this thing was back near the engine, and you can just barely make out some wiring instructions. I'm hoping I can find either another sticker or some instructions online, because there's a few key pieces that are missing. If anybody knows how to wire one of these, by all means, please stick it in the comments. So we've gone from the 653 to 653A, and I guess the A is the box, or the signal unit that gets included. Not in as good shape. It's going to need to be taken apart and cleaned, although the action looks good. I haven't tested it yet. I have no idea whether this thing is working, has burnt out. Obviously it looks like, people have attempted to sort of wire it up or do something to it. And of course, like everything else, these things are all sold as is, no guarantee that it does work. But anyway, that's the update. This unit is quite rare, and I was really pumped to find it. I mean, none of these things are terribly expensive. I think this was under $100. So anyway, this thing will, I guess, remain as a workbench ornament and paperweight. We're going to try and get this working, and maybe that'll be a video on its own. Bit of a disassembly and a look at that. This, of course, is just needs empty tubing, and this thing just sinks. You know, you countersink it into, or you cut out a hole, put it in the dashboard. It does look like there are wires there, so it might be. Oh, well, it says right there, illuminated. So that's kind of cool as well. All right, quick update there for you on the bits and pieces that we continue to pull together. Thanks.